Hi everyone, my name is Nina Melendez and I am the Virtual Content Specialist for multilingual learners and English language learners for mathematics grades 9 to 12. Today we're going to be looking at Algebra 1, day 14 to 18. Now specifically we're going to focus on day 16 and 17, but if the resources provided help you in any other lesson, feel free to use them. We're going to be focusing on the explore and the introduction launch of these two lessons, and the lessons will focus on steps to solving quadratics, graphing quadratics, and the words solution, explain, and describe. Now, for the vocabulary, I provided this. This could be used in multiple lessons where it breaks down how to find the solutions mathematically from the vertex form, factored form, and standard form. You can also see that we show how to find it graphically. The students will have this in some of the videos and they can always pause to copy these down. This is just a general review of things that they should have in mind while they're working through these lessons so that they can start making those connections. So for this explore, this is day 16. This is day 16. One thing that I noticed that could confuse our multilingual learners in this portion, it says, for each function, explain how it is related to the associated equation from the previous slide. So they would have seen everything on this side in the previous slide. Now, when this slide comes, it is unclear what they're being told to look at specifically. So one way you could do this is color code to ensure that this equation we're trying to relate it to this function. Okay, that this equation we're trying to relate to this function. I provided another organizer that might make it a little bit more clear. It also tells us to use Desmo, so this is good. And it says to describe and explain, which these two spaces are provided, but many of our learners and many of our multilingual learners are very visual. So having the Desmos image, whether it's through link or easily accessible, would be very beneficial. So my suggestion would be to provide something in this form where this is the equation from the previous slide. This is the function. So now they know where all of this is coming from and what they should be relating. What do they have to describe? They have to describe where you see the solution. You have to explain how the graph relates. And then if they can provide a link, you can also see if they are graphing it correctly or specifically what they are graphing. Are they graphing the function or are they graphing the equation? Do they understand the relation between both of them? So this is what I would suggest for day 16. So I see the solution at. The graph relates to the relation and the function, and then they can provide an image or just the link of the image. So for day, again, this can be used in multiple days, but you could use this for day 17. So in day 17, the students should be able to express the steps to solving quadratics. Now, I provided here general steps that they need to know that are very accessible, especially for multilingual learners. Make equal to 0, factor, 0 product property, which they should already understand, and solve. So instead of introducing all the vocabulary all at once, we're introducing it little by little with things that they already can make that connection to. So why would this be beneficial? Well, it's beneficial because they can actually make the connection here. Like, oh, this is the equation. I'm factoring using my 0 product property. Oh, I'm solving. That way, when they move on to the introduction launch, and they're asked, this is the second side of the introduction launch, and they're asked to analyze Tyler's work and write down what he did, they can actually use all those steps as sentence starters. Make equal to 0 by subtracting 99 from both sides. Factor. The way I factored is zero product property. I applied the zero product property in that and solved. I solved for n, or I solved for the variable. So giving them these steps and also allowing them to use them as sentence starters is a way to support our English language learners. I hope this is helpful and beneficial, and I will see you in the next one.